Alright, so things are starting to heat up in here. So, Japan, they bought a bomber fighter, 3 subs. Dropped the 3 subs down in India, of course. Bomber fighter up in Tokyo. Makes perfectly good sense. Although, technically, he could have dropped some C units like subs or whatever into 62, and I could not reach them. To give him that slight opportunity there, but that window is shut. He did take Philippines as to be expected. He used two transports for it, which is a little interesting because I'm not sure where that's exactly going to go. I did realize I did by pulling my UK guys out. I was thinking my US was going to move forward Japan, so he could have gone here and maybe hit them with all these fighters, and he had what 2 transports. Actually, I think he had 3 transports he could have hit them with, and he could have wiped this whole thing out with Japan and then let the Germans blitz through, including potentially even Germans blitzing through here with a bomber. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well, maybe not the bomber, so maybe not to there. But anyways, point being, that could have been a play I left open for him. Nonetheless, he wanted to focus in here, which is kind of what I expected. Although, like I said, I may be inclined to drop in Philippines and run. I'm hoping that means he's bringing his Germans in here because I'd rather fight the German Japan where I already got U.S. ships at. Whereas if they went that way, I can't reach them in time. So I'm not too upset about the fact that he's sitting in India. But here's the deal: I need to not just keep trading these factories, right? I need to take them and I need to keep them, and I really don't want to use my transports either because I really need to get this up and running and actually functioning and doing something good. So we're going to try to take out the units here as forcefully as we can, and then meanwhile we are. I probably should have done it last turn. I should have done it last turn. There's no probably about it, although he might have wiped these guys if I had, and used a double destroyer block. Double destroyer block means that he's going to have 7 fighters and a bomber that can reach either of these 2 C zones. I don't want to just send my transports because that's sending 3 infantry, and then the transports are going to get bombed out, and I can only send 2 fighters. So 3 infantry, 2 fighters isn't really good odds. I really need to send all 4 fighters, the battleship, cruiser. We need to send it all into there to make sure I take. Because if we don't take this, then he flies all his air in here, and then it's going to just become impossible to take. At the same time, I don't want to take this and then just let him walk into Borneo. So we're going to build, and we're going to have 8 surface units in each of these locations, which, again, he's going to have 7 fighters and a bomber, and we're going to be able to put 2 destroyers, 2 destroyers. I hate doing that because he's going to be able to trade those 4 destroyers using just 2 subs and then a whole bunch of air. But unfortunately, at this point, I think it's just a necessary evil that it is. So I'll take it for what it is, and we're just gonna have to roll with it. Elsewise, we're going to continue to play here. I'm going to go ahead and get these units down here. I think we're just going to put 1 sub up here. I'm going to give him a decent odds that he could take the bomber against the destroyer transport. I'm going to give him 50-50 toss-up on the fleet up here if he wants it, with the 4 fighters and a bomber he could take up there. I'm not, unfortunately, going to be able to build an infantry for him to pick up here. I hadn't really thought about that because I just don't have the IPC because I need to spend everything I got going into the Borneo build. Well, you know what? I take that back. We can give him the 50-50. I was going to build a cruiser instead of a destroyer. I can give him a 50-50. What the heck? Why not? And that way I can build 2 infantry for him to go ahead and pick up. Because he can't get there any faster, so you might as well go boom, boom, boom. And And that way we don't have to worry about him building infantry down here. And I think that still leaves me okay odds over there. Let's see, 7 fighters, bomber. We'll have my 2 carriers sitting over there. And 2 destroyers. We will have it set so fighters go last. And yeah, I mean that's a 50-50 in essence. So yeah. That actually works out. So we will go ahead and build two infantry for him to pick up. Alright, first things first, we need a nice, good, clean kill out of these guys. Which, unfortunately, I believe that means I have to let... Hey, you're going to. All you guys. Take everybody. Because I want to use that battleship cruiser. I want to get everything and kill this as cleanly as humanly possible. I believe that means I can't attack. Yeah, I can't attack his transport, so I gotta let his transports live, which kind of stinks because I'd really like to be done with them. I just don't know. I'm a little nervous. What's 3 infantry, 4 fighters versus 4 infantry? Yeah, it's a 69% chance to take without losing anything. If I have to sacrifice 1 fighter, then it becomes the whole fleet's up for grabs for him. So I think I need that battleship cruiser in there too, and that takes it up 12% chance of taking the Philippines cleanly. So unfortunately, I think I just have to let his transports live. Maybe this is where I need to be taking those gambles because we don't really want to let them live, but whatever. It is not the case to be. I mean, where are they going to go? I'm going to be hunting them down anyways. Alright, is that all the attacks? I believe that is all the attacks we're going to do. Bomber, can you do anything productive? Oh, yeah, I got this guy. Here we go. What do we want to do here? I think we're going to march this way. So you can't even air attack the transports, right? If I take one of these guys off. Oh, can the airplane attack? Oh, it took the battleship and cruiser off. Yeah, okay. Alright, had to try. So, nope, you're not going there. Everybody back into the Philippines. Where's that fighter? All fighters. Where's my one floating around? Oh boy. What's missing? What did I do? That's what I get for messing around. Yeah, I only got 3 fighters attacking. Who's the fighter not attacking? Oh, you. Get in there. Alright. Enough messing around and messing things up. Oh, cruiser. Battleship it. Oi! Whiff. Oi! Hmm. Well, that's not a happy day. This means I'm going to have to give him odds on one of my fleets. I'm going to have to think about this. Because I need to take the Philippines, so I got to take the hit. Oh, son of a gunny wagon. No, I have no idea what a gunny wagon is. Alright, I'm going to have to think about this mess, what we're going to do with that now. That is disappointing. I think I'm going to have to give him the odds on the Borneo fleet, because at least he just wrecks his planes and he won't get any transports. And he can't take Borneo because I'm going to block it. But man... Gunny, 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 wunny. Alright, I'm gonna have to come back and think about that. Well, we gotta take risks. We knew we had to take risks. We're just gonna have to take the risks sooner than I wanted to. Come on, come on. Alright. We got the carrier and 2 destroyers coming in here. We've got the 3 carrier fighter. So we got 2 carriers. That's 6. Got the 2. That right? So we'll have 2 units and fighters. 2 units and carriers. 2 destroyers is 4. 4 fighters makes 8. Yeah, and that gives us the 7 units up here with the battleship in there at least. So that's oh no, that's not what I want either, is it? Alright, I'm gonna pause the video. I gotta think about this now. I was counting on taking Philly clean. Okay, so I think I got it figured out what I'm gonna do here. First off, I am just going to stop everything and reset. So well, the destroyer blocks we gotta do. I'm gonna take everything off, everything off, everything off, everything off. So I think what I want to do, I want to have 2 carriers, three fighters, cruiser, and the battleship. So 3 fighters. I'm going to redouble check this. Cruiser, battleship, carrier, 2 carriers. So that gives me 7 units. So that's a 50-50. All right. Basically, it came down. I got to give him 50-50 on one of the battles and a 64% chance on the other one. So I'm going to give him the 64% chance on the Borneo, where we're going to have 5 destroyers, a carrier, and a fighter located. So he's just going to be plowing into a bunch of destroyers. So I will allow that. We're going to keep one of those subs south. because he could do some sort of. Oh no, he can't. He can't get over there. Go over here. I can't reach him anyways. He can't get to Australia because they'll be in the way. Best he could do is come down to here. Is that an issue? What good does that do him? Well, I'm just going to do that anyways. I got enough dead zoning up there. Alright. Not exactly what I was hoping for on the turn. Give me another wrinkle. The game keeps getting twistier and twistier. And I really got to get this up and running, get this functioning, but I'm going to continue to be battling. You know, again, he can bring in 3 units, build another 5 units, so I can build 7 units, and I really need to get this squared away and turn the corner. I did think I'm going to go ahead and bring my carrier down. I was thinking about bringing my just risking it and putting him in the Solomons, but his, you know, of course, his bomber can reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He could land in here, here, or here. Of course, I'd have 1 infantry and whatnot, and maybe I could pick it off, but yeah, it's just not worth it. So I'm just going to keep the carrier back in safety. It means he can't help out next turn, but we'll just keep working him over. Alright, I think that's it. I think I'm finally done complaining. Alright, here we go. I did choose to leave my bomber here just to, again, try to make it a little scarier for him here. Oh, I was like, where'd my destroyers go? Whew! Alright. 5 destroyers and a carrier. Alright, I haven't even thought about this yet. So how much money are we bringing in? We're bringing in 17, so 1 moving up will get me 6 units next time, so we're just going to continue the infantry build. Doesn't really do me any good to take the tank over here, right? Other than to kill that guy, but it's only going to free up a green space. It's not going to free up a red space. So that doesn't make sense. We can't really go anywhere else. I'm going to take another pot shot at the Japan guy, I think. I mean, I suppose I could sacrifice a Russian tank over here if I really want to prevent them, but, you know, that's just delaying it. I just don't... I think the tank's going to be more important in helping me defend. I can do that, though, right? I have 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, all 6 of those planes can hit there, though. I don't know that I want that. No, they want to waste an infantry going down that way. Farfanugan. Alright, let's just get back in Moscow. Ah! Again, he kills the unit. Just a little bit. Give me a little bit of luck. Well, there we go. That's the best I got. I mean, we're doing okay. Like I said, he's not. I don't think. I think I can hold on to G7. Although I'm gonna be short one fighter, which maybe hopefully that doesn't goof me up. Um, but I'm still not really up and running. Even though I got these factories early, I'm not really up and running. I'm still just fighting off the Japan. So unfortunately, I do think I'm just too far behind. I don't think this KJF ultimately is going to be successful. Um, being he's had some things that he could have done a little bit differently, so I'm kind of hoping that maybe with some of the fleet placements and something, maybe I can catch him off guard once. So I'm going to continue fighting it out. But, reality is, if you look at it this way, I just Japan fleet's too developed. Still got the Mediterranean. I mean, he still already got heavy pressure on Africa. Normally, when I have my islands built, if I get my islands built a couple turns before they take Moscow, I'm feeling pretty good because then I can seal and get this corner of the world, including India, which dead zones Persia, which slows down Africa. But he's already in Africa and can bring more over here, so he's just gonna be pouring into Africa already, and he's already got this, and so I don't see any way for me to get a hold and move forward without some sort of major dice starting to swing my way or a mistake by him. But KJFs are prime real estate for people to make mistakes, so maybe hopefully we can get something lucky.